one. This is from the Martyrs of Moratorium because they like to have their name be quite the mouthful. I just call them the Martyrs, though I think the normal for them is to call them Mom, Martyrs of Moratorium, but I just call them the Martyrs. So we are going to focus on the first 3 minutes of the game, and then we're probably going to zoom to big points like level 10 power spike, 13, 16 towards the end of the game. If we see a kill, we're going to figure out what we did either right before that or right after that to see what can be done there. But Brightwing with Hypershift, very meta there. We see a cleave build Zeratul coming in. Block with Tough as Nails from Sonya. Exterminator, which considering everybody else is kind of PvP, I think you need. And then the Hold Your Ground upgrading Iron Skin on Joe. Alright, the waves be crashing. Joe scoops him in. Rainer's getting blinded, but otherwise he's going up pew pew pew. Alright, so we make the correct choice here, and that is stick and move. We want to make sure we don't lose any experience on the ground. Are they going to miss one? They might have only missed one, but they may have even caught that. Okay, so a little bit of a shift I would like to see for us here, and that is Rift. I want you to be using your stealthy ways, because your wave clear's really only okay right now, right? But if you can use your stealthy ways to constantly have the enemy team be worried about the rotation, that's our win. So minions, we're super close right now. They have two up here to collect. They missed one back here. It's extremely close. I think we could leverage this a little bit more, and some of that is delaying their rotations. Joe is okay at delaying rotations because she can shield glare from a distance, but if we can have Zeratul in this space right here, making it very difficult for them to rotate, and we delay them with a singularity spike, we make them think twice by ripping open Junkrat a little bit, and we just make it very, very cautious for them, because cautious is a waste of time. Oh, I got logged out on something. What jerks. But overall, we're winning the experience war. We're up by about 500 experience on minions right now. Gems, okay, both sides have 30 gems, give or take. I don't mind us rotating to get this. I'm interested to see what are we going to do with these two camps that we get. And in this mode, this is fine. What I would like us to do is probably go to a 1-1-1 in this scenario. Not saying it's the only thing you could do, but I like that idea of if we had, for example, Zeratul top and Brightwing mid and Johanna, bot, while Rainer's taking this camp and Sonya takes this bottom camp. It means that we can still pick up the lanes. We're not going to lose any of our experience advantage. They caught up a little bit, nothing huge, but then we'll also get the minions. I like the push here. Let's open it up a little bit. We don't want them to be able to free clear. We saw Junkrat's concussion mine, and so it's okay at that point. Ooh, nice getaway there. It's okay at that point for us to go a little aggro because they don't have any other displacement to take us over the wall. I love this push right here. Oh, Baron might not get out. Time stopped. Yeah, Baron's unfortunately going to be dead. But we got most of this wall. Yeah, we didn't quite finish the second cannon tower, but we did really well on that wall. Bottom, it really didn't get much. It got cleared. They're turning. Zeratul looking for a turn. Thrall came up. And Anduin with another delay. So both teams have turned. We know that their team has to turn Thrall. They know that we have to turn Johanna, really. The others we might be able to get away with not having all of them. Oh, tough route there. So right here, I think that we just tried to... That it was a big kill on Junkrat, and we did trade for it, but yeah, as I was starting to say, where we're a little bit ahead on experience, I almost think that we just soak and let them take it. An early objective is something that we're not terribly scared about. Oh, that was super close, Dontrus. An early objective on Tomb isn't the most powerful objective there could be, and so being able to just avoid it, avoid the fight, that is fine. And if we can have, for example, like Johanna delaying them while Brightwing is picking up soak in another lane, and Zeratul is harassing them and picking up the soak from mid, then we get to be level 10s far ahead of them. We'll delay this. Oh, that time stop could be deadly. Nice getaway. Unfortunate into the root, but oh, so close. So close. I thought you had that getaway. But that idea of if we let them turn in early and thus their objective is less powerful, that's an okay trade for us in that case, where if we can leverage it to an experience lead. So they got a little bit more done here than we already had, but see, we haven't turned yet. We're even approaching double turn-in layers. So yeah, they got some walls. They got a well top. They even got the well mid. Unfortunate, but we will survive. But if we could have gotten that little bit of a level lead, I heard you, Dontrus. I didn't understand it, however.
No, I just had forgotten to mute my mic. That's my bad.
Oh. So now we've hit 10. Both teams are 10. I accidentally clicked on Andrew there. We're gonna speed up a little bit. So Andrew turning those 3, while okay, doesn't necessarily matter. See the earthquake, they disengaged us. Is Rift gonna get away? Ooh, by the skin of his teeth. Rift gets away. We're super close on a turn-in right here, and they're following us around. It's okay for us if we just leverage our macro lead. Again, we have Johanna in the tank position who's gonna do really well. We can take another camp. Chromie is going to be some fantastic poke here. I imagine they get 1 or 2 more delays. There's one. Okay, so this time we'll finally stop it. Oh, Anduin got another delay. What a jerk. Junkrat with another delay. Their whole team is built for delays. Every single character has some sort of either long distance or duration delay. Duration being like Maze, Blizzard. Alright, they get another turn in. We still haven't finished our turn-ins. And if Jack dies...
Yeah, this whole game, they poked us out, and we didn't actually get a single turn and ended the game with over, like, 130
now you're
gems,
just
I think.
spoiling everything. All I knew is that the game was a loss. I'm just teasing. So again, if we could have leveraged our macro there, maybe taken a camp, made them deal with the camp so we get to turn in, we get level 13s ahead of them, something. Instead, they use their superior poke to just make it difficult. Oh, and Jack has to leap out. Oh no, it wasn't leap because leap just came off cooldown. After I said that. He must have taken spear pull. Oh, we aren't even at that level. Jack just got out of dodge, but I've got it ramped at such a high speed at the moment that I thought he jumped. Yeah, so we're trying to turn bottom again. We did get the camp mid. I almost think we fight with the camp mid and see if we can force an advantage there. We heard a leap, big snowball disengage, Raynor gets blown up by everything that's left. That was a good snowball on their part. You got to give some credit there. It sucks that we lost Raynor, but they did a good job of isolating. So here they pick up the bottom camp. They have all the forts down. It puts us in kind of a weird spot. I can see how they get this perpetual delay. Junkrat trap. We got to deal with one camp, then the next camp. So you'll note they stay in this mid area a lot. And so one thing, oh, nice kill on Anduin. Got a big snowball, counter kill. So they're protecting this middle a lot. A way that we can leverage that for us is to passively soak the lanes. And what you do with that is you only kill the catapults and you let the rest of the minions crash together. And so if you're picking up the experience back behind your fort, which has died, I get it, but they're not going to leave this center area because that's been their MO this whole game. So we get the gems, we get the experience. They have to come to us in order to try to team fight, but we're going to end up with an experience lead because the only thing they're getting is passive experience. So they got a third turn in, they're going to rip this top fort. We don't have a way to stop it. Yeah, they capped the top. We have 166 gems, 161, excuse me. They stop another turn in, and that boss is going to be knocking on the core. We get May. Thrall survives. Thrall kills 2. I don't even think we get back to stop this. No, this is game. We throw out a lot of stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so this will all fade in a second. Super low kill game. I don't have any issues with builds. I would say, considering its tomb and the lanes are so small, to maybe drop conviction for eternal retaliation, just so that you have that greater map uptime and wave clear. Like you get down to a 4-second cooldown, and it doesn't cost you any mana to spam your condemn, and that's pretty powerful. Whirlwind build out of Sonya, that's fine, very durable. I do like the no escape personally. Zeratul, we were going into a cleave build with might, mending strikes. Oh, we didn't take cleave at 16. Alright, I'm not a Zeratul player. I would have to refer you there to some Zeratul players I know, one of them being Michaelin on CCS3 or Kael'thas Can't Spell. He just did an hour-long presentation about Zeratul on Saturday. Considering what's been happening, I don't love might here. I think that if we had been able to void prison the other team and get a turn in, our fates may have changed. But we struggled in the team fights. We died more than them by triple. And so we didn't necessarily leverage some of our advantages. I'm sure it was a frustrating game overall, and I don't want you to feel kicked. The things that I would change is, especially in those first 3 minutes, as we talked here, I'll back up so I can use that area of the map. Maybe. Or the replay will just crash, because that's cool. Okay, replay didn't fully crash. So we talked about this at the beginning of, we wanted to control this space. We had Joe that could run around and help with the wave clear, and Raynor, and even Brightwing using her spit can, which is like Dream Flare or Arcane Flare. Um, Joe scoops him up. Brightwing spits on him. Raynor goes pew 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 pew, and the wave is gone. And then here we have Zeratul controlling this space kind of from half court over on this top turn in. And the reason we want to do that is so that the other team lives in a constant state of fear. If they're constantly in fear that Zeratul is going to eat up Junkrat on the back line, or even Anduin or Chromie, whoever it may be, May is going to now travel more slowly with her team, and they're going to stop going through the center and they're going to start going through just the left instead. So over here, just that little difference, if we control the center space and we get to rotate through that area, that is a win for us because we're faster. And so we'll constantly leverage that lead a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And so that would give us a time advantage. We talked about that idea of doing the 1-1-1 where Brightwing's in the top, um, Zeratul's in the top, Brightwing's in the mid, and Johanna's here in the bottom, while Raynor takes the back camp and Sonya takes the bottom camp. I really liked that first push we got with the center camp, or the right camp in this case, but it we spent so much time trying to prevent their turn in that we lost our level lead, and we could have gotten a little bit more experience. We could have gotten a little bit more toward our goal of being 10 first. And if we just gave them the first objective and cleared it, no big deal, because it would have been an objective at level 7, or roughly 3-4 minutes into the game. We would have been okay letting that go and just hard clearing it, especially if we still had camps up at all. I don't know that we did at that time, but if we still had camps to help clear it, I think it would have been a very smooth transition. We would have been first to level 10, and then we could have forced a turn in based on that level 10. As is, they poked us out. We need to then learn how to deal with a poke comp, and generally speaking, that's a hard engage. So I would recommend Rift, and Michaelin popped in the chat. If we can connect you with Michaelin as far as Zeratul, he, without making him get too proud of himself, he is a very good and very accomplished Zeratul player and can help you up level your game. So I don't want anyone to feel too targeted here. We got poked out. We're going to learn from it. We're going to move forward. It happens. But we had some opportunities to disrupt their rotations and speed ours ahead a little bit more and win through that manner. It didn't come together. No worries. We'll learn from it for next time. But I'm going to go ahead and end this one.